The Japanese yen surged after diving to a new 34-year low, past 160 per dollar on Monday, as a forecast-beating US inflation reading dented expectations for Federal Reserve interest rate cuts this year.
예상치를 웃도는 미국 인플레이션 수치로 올해 연방준비제도의 기준금리 인하 조치에 대한 기대감이 꺾이면서 월요일인 어제 옌달러 환율이 장중한 때 34년 만에 최저치인 160엔을 돌파했습니다. 자, 그래요. 우리가 이제 그 한화 달러 환율 얘기하면서도 사실 많이 가치가 떨어지면서 예, 그래서 뭐 1,400원까지 오르기도 하고 뭐 장중한 때 그런 적이 있었는데 이제 옌 달러 환율도 보니까 the yen surged means it went up against the dollar, which actually means the value of the yen has gone down. Right?
Well, it dived to a new low and then went back up again. So it got to the weakest at 160.17. Right. Weakest it's been since 1990, 34 years. And so it then briefly bounced to 155.05. People are expecting that maybe the Bank of Japan, the Japanese government are going to step in and do something because, any big fluctuation in currency is going to be very difficult for businesses and also for, everybody. So we'll see what happens. The thing is, we had this forecast-beating reading on US personal consumption expenditures, that index came last Friday, and that came after the Bank of Japan had refused to tighten its monetary policy further. So we'll have to see whether it's going to step in and do something, but certainly everybody's looking at the US and looking at this US PCE, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Index, and wondering, what the future may hold and what we need to do to combat inflation.
네, 일본의 엔화의 가치가 이렇게 뚝 떨어지고 있습니다. 그래서 장중 한때는 1달러 160엔을 찍기도 했었는데, 그다음에 또 다시 조금 이제 내려서 1달러가 155엔 정도로 이제 지금 현재 기록이 되고 있다고 합니다. 그러면 dive라는 표현 한번 볼게요.
Yeah, well, think of the Olympics. Think of a diver diving off a diving board. They're going down, 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 meaning to dip deeply, to go down by a large amount.
네, 다이빙을 우리가 수영에서만 쓰는 게 아니라 이렇게 무언가의 가치가 급락할 때 또 역시 dive라는 표현을 쓰고요. Denting expectations.
Well, our expectations are going to be our forecast, our prediction, and to dent them means to reduce them, but in real terms, to damage them, to cause damage, which is going to mean that they get smaller, they get reduced.
네, 덴트. 아시죠? 우리 자동차에 덴트 생기면 굉장히 속상하잖아요. 기대감이 이렇게 꺾였다라는 의미로 dent expectations라고 합니다. 참고로 여기서 그 reading이라는 단어도 나오는데요. 이거는 이제 명사로서 어떤 수치를 말하고 있습니다. 자, 다시 한번 읽어볼게요. The Japanese yen surged after diving to a new 34-year low past 160 per dollar on Monday as a forecast-beating US inflation reading dented expectations for Federal Reserve interest rate cuts this year. Let's move on to the next headline.
A US airline company's booking system has repeatedly confused a 101-year-old woman for an infant due to the software's apparent inability to correctly input her actual birth year, 1922, defaulting to 2022 instead.
미국의 한 항공사 예약 시스템이 101세의 여성의 실제 출생 연도인 1922년을 인식하지 못해서 2022년으로 자동 설정함에 따라 해당 승객이 유아로 잘못 등록되는 일이 반복적으로 일어났습니다. 항공사 측에서도 이제 놀랐을 것 같아요. 한 살짜리 고객이 오늘 귀여운 아기가 탑승을 하는구나. 근데 이제 101살이신 분이 이렇게 딱 탑승을 해서 아니 저기 이러면서 깜짝 놀랐을 것 같은데요. Tell us more.
This lovely lady, 101 years young, her name is Patricia, she's a retired nurse, and she's taken it with good humour, but it's actually caused a lot of problems. Because being 101, mobility is an issue.
Sure.
And so on one occasion, the airport didn't have any transportation ready for her at the terminal because the staffers thought, well, it's a baby. It'll be in a stroller.
Right.
As opposed to needing one of those carts to take her along.
Sure.
It also means that when she's traveling with her daughter has to carry all this luggage everywhere because they're not prepared for her. Another time they were stuck inside a plane because nobody knew that they needed a wheelchair. because they thought she was a baby and her parents would carry her off. Sadly enough, I think her parents have probably long passed, and she needs a wheelchair. She needs transportation.
미국 내에서 이제 국내 비행기를 타야 되는 경우가 종종 있다고 합니다. 가족을 만나기 위해서 미국에 흩어져서 살고 있기 때문에. 그런데 사실 이제 101세라고 제대로 등록이 됐으면은 항공사 측에서 휠체어 아니면 카트를 준비해서 이게 이동이 쉽지 않기 때문에 도와줬을 텐데
네.
지금 번번이 1살짜리 아기가 타는 것으로 계속 그 잘못 등록이 돼가지고요. 아무 준비가 되지 않아서 매번 불편함을 겪었다고 합니다. 첫 번째 표현 한번 볼게요. They thought they were going to have an infant aboard the plane. They were wrong.
Yeah, they were wrong. An infant is going to be a baby or a young child. I don't know whether there's a specific age cutoff, but for example, in my first year of primary school, that was called infants. So I was 5 years old, British age at that point. So I was still considered to be an infant at that point. She's not an infant, she's 101.
그렇죠. 유아, infant라고 합니다. And the 1922 birth year was defaulted to 2022.
Yes, if you default to something, it's automatically done that way. So this is a thing that we'll see on computers everywhere. I'm sure everybody with any kind of tablet or phone or computer will have heard the term default settings. And that's the automatic settings that it's put on. And then if you want to customize it, if you want to change the volume or you want to change the brightness or whatever it may be, you can do that. But it's the automatic settings here. And in this case, they're wrong.
default라는 게 이제 자동적으로 컴퓨터에서 어떻게 이렇게 어떤 수치로 간다든지 어떤 이제 상태로 간다는 얘기가 있죠. 그래서 여기선 defaulted to 2022라는 게 1922년이라고 이 탑승객이 분명히 타이핑을 했을 텐데 이 소프트웨어의 문제로 인해서 이게 그냥 자동적으로 디폴트 2022년으로 계속 변환이 된 겁니다.
Yeah, and just so there's no confusion, if you default on a loan, that's not automatic. It means you're unable to pay.
Exactly. 네, 빚을 갚지 못할 때 역시 디폴트 쓸 수 있습니다. 다시 한번 읽어볼게요. A US airline company's booking system has repeatedly confused a 100-year-old woman for an infant due to the software's apparent inability to correctly input her actual birth year, 1922, defaulting to 2022 instead. Now let's check our final headline.
I just want to check, have you found it? Have you got it ready?
Let me just see. Oh, I think I have my script.
Okay, good. A wave of exceptionally hot weather has swept through Southeast Asian countries over the past week, pushing temperatures as high as 45 degrees Celsius and forcing thousands of schools to instruct students to stay home.
지난주 동남아시아 각국에 이례적인 폭염이 덮치면서 기온이 45도까지 오르고 수많은 학교가 휴교 조치를 단행했습니다. It's getting really hot.
It is, and it's really serious. If we look at the Philippines, for example, they had record-shattering temperatures in Manila. They had to suspend in-person classes for 2 days. The thing is, in the Philippines, a lot of schools don't have air conditioning.
What?
Yeah, so it means, well, if you're used to the heat, it's not so bad, but when it breaks records, it's really, really difficult. In Thailand, at least 30 people died of heat stroke so far this year. And the weather forecasters are warning of severe conditions. One province in the north had temperatures exceeding 44.1 degrees. Cambodia, Myanmar, Vietnam, India, Bangladesh, they're all warning it could be over 40 degrees in the coming days. Last year, we hit record highs in terms of global temperatures, and it seems like Southeast Asia is warming, and it's going to get warmer still.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking at exceptionally hot weather here.
Yes. So if we think of the different descriptors we can use, a little, quite, very, a lot, exceptionally. I think they would go up in that order, and exceptionally would be near the very top because it means very, 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 very hot weather. It is exceptional. It is out of the ordinary.
네, 상당히 뭐뭐하다라는 의미로 해석을 할 수 있는데요. 원래 이제 exceptional이라고 하면은 이례적이다 이런 의미죠. 그래서 exceptionally hot weather라는 것은 굉장히 더운 이례적인 폭염을 말합니다. instruct는 무슨 뜻일까요?
Instruct can mean to teach,
Yeah.
but in this case it means to tell or to order or to command, to say you should do this, you must do this. So while an instructor will normally instruct you about something, they can also instruct you to do something, which means you should do it.
네. Instruct students to stay home. 학생들에게 집에 있어라, 학교에 나오지 말아라 라고 지시를 한 거죠. 그래서 실제로 이제 휴교 조치가 단행이 되기도 했을 정도로 굉장히 덥다고 합니다. 저는 사실 이제 필리핀 같은 경우에는 따뜻한 나라니까
네.
이제 학교에 에어컨이 있으려니 했는데 없는 학교가 그렇게 많군요. 그래서 오죽하면은 학교 나오지 말아라 이렇게 하는데 다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. A wave of exceptionally hot weather has swept through Southeast Asian countries over the past week, pushing temperatures as high as 45 degrees Celsius and forcing thousands of students to instruct students to stay home. All right, well, that's it for the headlines with our newscaster Paul Matthews.